Hey everybody, welcome back to FableForge on Wednesday night. Had a couple of technical difficulties, but that's because we're always trying to improve. And anyway, we are live now, and thank you for being so patient. We are going to get settled in here. We don't have any more prep to do, but just as a note, we really need your support and help. We love you guys. We're trying to get some clips going, okay? So clips, anything that is awesome or horrible or hilarious or whatever you feel like clipping, use Twitch clips. We really love to get those Twitch clips in. It'd be really great, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. There's all sorts of cool banners and stuff to click on, and Discord, and follow friends, all that other good stuff. That's pretty much it. I hope you all have been really awesome since Friday, and you're ready for tonight, because I am. Obviously, Alexi slash Lorelai is not here with us tonight. Previous engagement, but we have a special fill-in player that may or may not pop up, depending on what our heroes do or don't do. We'll find out soon. So with that being said, players, not going to do intros anymore because everybody knows you, but does anybody have any special projects or anything important that they need to shout out real quick?
This Saturday, I will be on a, fundraiser. So you can find me over at, let me pull it up. Rolls and Revelry, twitch.tv/Stella Luna. This Saturday at 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., we are playing the Troubleshooters. So it's a 10-hour marathon, 6 one-shot adventures, and the Troubleshooters comes out later in 2021. So if you enjoy comics like Tintin, you're going to love this Helmgast product. Like amazing stuff. So check it out, 2 p.m. That's
awesome. It. Now, I may have missed it, but what's the charity for? Like, what's it benefiting? A fundraiser, the fundraiser?
Oh, man. I can't pick it out right now.
Put you on the spot.
To double check it.
We will, right? Really good cause.
we will hit it up. We'll hit that up again at the end of the session then, so you can look it up over break and stuff.
Let me look into it. I just work here.
I'm gonna stop asking questions when y'all do shoutouts. Anything else, Shabes, Sammy? Anything?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm gonna be sleeping this weekend, so that counts as a project, you know.
Well, if you turn your camera on, it'll be on stream. It'd be good. 24-hour marathon.
We're just gonna watch me sleep, y'all. G Shark on Twitch. We're just gonna watch me sleep. You guys can tell me all the weird shit I do.
Did you say Baby Shark?
No, Shamesy Shark.
All right. So, shoutouts complete. Everybody settled in. Everybody, let's play some D&D. Sirens are ringing us in as well, which is amazing.
New York City, baby.
So, the last 2 sessions, quick recap. You all met in Rabalka. You're all here for your own purposes. Found out you had a common task in obtaining the Moon Shard. Went to a ceremony here in Rabalka that is said to bring the light from the dark and protect the village. This ceremony had a whole bunch of bad things happen during it. It became corrupted. The village was getting assaulted. You were tasked by several people with doing several different things to try and help out, and then after a lot of confusion and splitting the party and a lot of damage and a lot of really awesome heroics from you all, you wound up underneath the cathedral, the burning rubble on top. Juriendor, the high priest, somewhere disappeared into the darkness down here below. Lorelai is currently pinned under some rubble, although she seems conscious and safe, so we'll let you guys handle that real quick to get Lorelai out of the picture. And yeah, that's and y'all hit level 2, so congrats, brand new level 2 adventurers. So that is where we are going to jump in tonight. You are in what appears to be a hidden shrine beneath the cathedral. The cathedral just collapsed on top of the ceiling above you, dust and rocks falling down around you. The stairway going up, spiraling up, is now completely closed off, of course. Some rubble came down. Lorelai seems pinned for the moment. You just located a couple of secret doors in the walls on either side. Otherwise, in this room, we find each other. There's a couple of shrines, a couple of altars, and a massive shrine. And this, again, appears to be a hidden private sanctuary of some of the priests of this cathedral. So, that's where I'm going to leave it to you, friends. What do you do?
Lorelai, are you okay? She's
No.
pinned.
Yeah, no response. No response, unfortunately.
She stares at you blankly.
All
Does
right.
not understand your language.
Been here before. All right, let's pull her out, strap her to the back, and move on out. Get the fuck out of here. Like,
Keep going.
yeah, clear
down.
path.
And at this point, I have the secret door on my side open, right?
You had pushed against it, and
open it then.
correct, you hadn't tried going in either direction.
Yes, I have one on my side of the room as well.
I'm gonna go ahead and open my door.
All right. You push open the door, and it is completely dark in here. You hear the sounds of kind of a grunting, ragged cough coming from within. There's not enough light on the outside from the chamber you're in to penetrate the darkness outside of a foot or two. You can tell that the stone wall you're pushing in the secret door, there's a bookcase kind of mounted to it on the other side to hide it. And there's maybe a little table off to the left, but that's about all you can see without any further light.
I would like to do the same on the south side of the room.
Okay. You do the same, and very similar. They seem to be almost virtually identical rooms, just kind of chatting quickly across the room between you and Brian.
All right, let's wait. Which room? Which hallway are we going out of?
I hear coughing down this one.
All right, let's do it. And
Are we going
Sophia.
towards the coughing?
Yeah,
Well,
of course we're going towards
If
the
it's
coffin.
the high priest, then I mean we should, no?
I suppose. Does this not seem a bit odd to you, all of this?
No, it totally does. But I think I'm gonna pat Sophia on the back with Lorelai. I think our buddy should go first. I think he doesn't seem too weirded out at all, and he should lead the party, seeing as he's a leader himself. I kind of like pretend like side air quotes, hoping that he doesn't see him.
Look, if you guys want to be a part of my crew, sure. All right, on either side, I'm about to clear this doorway. All right.
I will stay back with my crossbow and be ready to defend.
Not stay back. You go on either side of the door. I kick it open. We go in, knives ablazing. You give me covering fire, and we move into the room.
Except
We gotta clear it.
The door to the hallway's already open.
Is it already open?
I
Yes.
just opened.
Mostly, it's just pitch black in there.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. We'll put some light down there, then we'll clear it.
I
What
don't
if
have-
it is someone who needs help? We've seen many people down here who need help.
Yeah, we should also proceed with caution. You see how I'm okay, and I haven't been fucked up on the ground as of yet today. Knock on wood. Trust me, I know how to survive.
Okay, well, you lead and I will follow.
Are the candles on the altars? Are they just sitting on the altars, or are they in like holders?
Well, no, they have little, like, silvery candle holders, normal candle wick. They're not just blank candles, yeah.
Okay, can I take one with me to go down the hallway?
Sure.
Cool. I'm gonna take one of them and hold it out for little dim candlelight.
So,
All right, let's do this.
entering into the room with the candlelight, you see a bit off to your right, kind of scanning, and then the coffin's coming a little bit deeper in the darkness. And then you walk forward, you see a pair of leather-booted feet kind of splayed out in front of you. As the candlelight rises up, you see the dark breeches and leather jerkin of a very familiar friend of Sophian.
My man.
Do I fire?
No. If you did, you'd be ripped apart. This man's a beast.
I'm holding the cat. Do I fire?
No. Like I said, he's wanted in several counties. It's ridiculous what this man has done.
You
so
know
he's
this man?
wanted and we don't fire.
Exactly. He would wake up and annihilate you. He has been killed 3 times, and every time he just said no. It's very annoying to people who try to kill him. Hey, my man, wake up.
My lord, is that you?
It is I, Sophian.
Oh, you found me.
Oh, God.
Excellent.
Oh, what happened? My lord, there was this, I don't know, the fire and the fighting. I went to save the children, and I saw a suspicious thing. I don't know. I followed it down here, and oh my lord, I don't know what happened, but thank God you found me.
Oh, thank God I found you. Together, we're gonna get ourselves out of here, okay?
Absolutely, sir. With you leading the way, we can do all.
Excellent. You ready for this?
No, but I shall. Yes, I am, sir. Ugh.
Can
Brian just looks at Brian.
Can I lean over to Soraya and go, I don't know what I'm witnessing, but I think this is more confusing than this current whole situation.
Look, my man LC knows how to clear a room, all right?
Your name is LC.
Huh? What?
Your name is LC?
No. Well, I go by many names, but I am Lycus. I'm like us.
Like who?
All of us. I
You want
am
the secret handshake again?
Yeah, did you not see that the first time?
Yeah, that was very clear.
That was clearly evident my standing in the guild.
Yeah, did you see it?
Like, only top tier people know that handshake.
Should we do it again?
I think we need to do it again.
Okay, let's do it again. Come on.
I'm gonna start walking away.
Soraya looks at Lorelai's like unconscious head.
Scanning.
Of course I can fight.
Can he fight? Everyone in my crew can fight. All right, we all graduated from the School of Hard Knocks.
Are you a
And he was the best instructor. No, I don't heal. I hurt people who need to be hurt. Who only those who need to be hurt.
Great. So you can be up there with Sophian, and Brian and I will be in the back.
Yeah.
We'll
If my
clear
lord leads the way, we shall be safe. I know it.
Let's do it. All right, one more time, or did we over?
My sword arm is. It needs rest.
That's fair. All right, later we'll save it up.
Yes, sir.
No, it's okay.
All right.
Glancing around this room now, this moment of respite between the secret handshakes. The candlelight falls across it. You see this appears to be a priest's chamber, similar to one that you would surmise is flanking the other side of the shrine. Outside of the mundane trappings and relics and artifacts and things of that nature, books, scrolls, as you've seen in many places here down below, there's something wrong here. You see across the walls there is this dark viscous liquid that seems to have been smeared with a hand in various peculiar symbols, perhaps. Not sure if they're arcane or language of some type. The bed itself has one such symbol across the entire thing, except this seems to be drawn in blood. And there are trappings of dead animals, bones, feathers, nothing freshly dead, but kind of old and weathered, scattered throughout the room. Looking around, even though you're near these other people, you feel alone, you feel kind of distraught just in the very presence of whatever macabre ritual took place here.
What happened here?
Hell no. I'm gonna start ripping up that symbol on the bed like
Wait. As he's doing that, I will look at the symbols on the wall and see if I can understand anything about what they are.
I also want to do that.
When he starts ripping the bed sheet, I think we're tossing the room. So I just start tossing the rest of the room. I'm like, yeah, I'll find it, boss. I'll find it.
Gotta fuck up the ritual.
All right, I need an investigation check from Lycus. And let me see something real quick.
Do.
Yes. New campaign. Haven't memorized your languages yet. That's all.
You want me to
Spanish?
tell you what my languages are?
No, I got it. I got it, friend. I got it. Okay. So I will require an Arcana check from. I was about to say your real name. From Brian and Soraya.
Alright. That is an 11 for Sarah.
Ah, with almost a 20. That is a 5 for Brian.
Okay. So you get the sense that some of these symbols do belong to some type of script. It is vaguely reminiscent of Elvish, although not precisely the same. It's foreign enough so that you can't quite make out the words. It kind of just garbles together. However, you do get a small sense that perhaps it was some type of magical ritual and there was words being involved in it, but you can't really make it out. As far as the investigation check goes, ripping up the room, Lycus, tearing into the bookshelf, ripping all the books off, a scroll hits the floor and it catches your attention because as it does so, you can see that it is tied with a different color ribbon. Instead of being the normal dark blue, this one is tied with a golden ribbon. And that seems peculiar to you, since everything else seems to be pretty standard.
Hey, boss, that's peculiar. And I call over boss.
Okay. Hey, Magi, why don't you look at that? Everyone take 5 feet back, okay? I've seen one of these take out a whole group of soldiers.
I climb on top of the dresser.
I do not know what you want.
I don't know, detect to see if there's magic around it.
Do that. I barely have any magic. I certainly have no control over it like that.
All right,
So-
I don't even understand what I'm looking at on this wall. It looks vaguely like some sort of script, but also something more to it.
All right.
So, because we leveled up, Brian has 1 extra spell slot. I can either healing word myself and heal, or I can do comprehend languages and read the wall.
Do that.
That's up to you, man.
You don't
I'm
need
at
help.
3 flippin' health.
You'll roll a 1 anyway on healing word. So.
You know what? That's probably true. Okay, I'm gonna go
Stay
ahead.
back, man.
I'll go ahead and cast comprehend languages. Let's do it. I'm willing to risk it all.
Okay.
And can I do the little little salt pinch for my
Sure.
a pinch of soot or salt? I just comprehend.
So you you break off a piece of the candle and grind it up in your fingers. That gives you enough soot. We'll call it that. And you sprinkle it about you, and as the soot kind of slowly drifts to the ground, it gets caught up in a magical burst of wind and scatters about all these symbols on the wall. And suddenly you can comprehend them. They seem to shift in your mind, forming words that you previously were unaware of. It's written in a strange tongue, so the translation isn't exactly something you can put in common very easily, but the general gist of it is whoever wrote these things, whoever performed this ritual, was placing a curse upon the people that inhabited this room, or at least were attempting to. There is some familiar themes, how everybody in Rebalka has been talking about from the dark bring the light and the light save us. This is saying, under the shadow of Nereneus, the darkness shall finally prevail for eternity. And it goes on to jump back and forth between embalming the living with the darkness of the shadow and preventing the light from taking hold once more, and things of that kind of repetitively, but in different accents and different formats.
I will go ahead and portray that to the party and let them know and say, so this is why this didn't quite go correctly. I'm still kind of unsure if this was I'm not quite sure if this was specifically like the whoever did this, if this was like the high priest who did this, or if it was somebody else and then the high priest was kind of a result of it. But this is what this is saying.
Do these markings look very fresh, or have they been here for a bit?
The liquid is still tacky, and some places still slowly eking down the wall. It doesn't appear to be old at all.
I'm gonna pick up the scroll
You pick up the scroll.
and slice open. I'll just cut the ribbon.
I need to roll 3d10. No. You unfurl it, and there are obviously arcane glyphs on this. Not altogether undifferent from those you've seen here in this very cathedral over your time here spent as a young lad.
I'm gonna flip it over and point it at Brian. Read it.
Okay, I read it.
Give me another Arcana check, Brian.
Is this in a language that I understand?
There are. It's
Or
more.
are there-
It's more. You might be able to understand and piece together what it does based on the glyphs and things of that nature, rather than it actually being written in words.
Got it. That's a lot better. It's a 15.
Okay. So, although you can't make out the spell precisely, you do recognize some of the common glyphs having to do with clerical type magic. It's probably a healing or protection spell scroll of some sort, but it's beyond your comprehension, not your area of specialty in matters of the arcane.
Okay. Well, it looks like some sort of clerical healing spell. It's definitely not something that I could learn myself. But it's not quite written out in a way that I can fully understand it. But that's what it looks like. It looks like some sort of healing spell, or some sort of regaining rest or something like that.
All right. I'll
So
put
we
it in
should
his
keep that.
pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Let's go into the next room. All right, LC. You get on the right side, I get on the left side. We'll clear it.
Has anyone
Yeah, hop
heard
off the
of this
dresser.
name that is written before? Neroneus? Has anyone heard of that name?
Nah.
I think Aeneas owes us money.
Does he?
Maybe I don't have the book with me.
Oh my god.
I left it on the wagon.
It's okay. I forgive you. We'll just assume that he owes us money.
Yeah, we have to collect. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's probably safe in that bet.
Yeah.
All right.
We gotta
Let's
remind
do
him
this.
when we see him.
Yeah.
Probably
I
the only person that may
mean,
know anything
it-
about this would be Brian, possibly. Since
Okay.
Lorelai's not here. If you want, you can make either a history check or a nature check or a religion check.
Jesus.
Okay, I'll do history since I'm proficient in that. 21.
All right.
I'm ready.
It is well known that the world is surrounded by heavenly bodies of various types. Stars, moons, planets, things of that nature, largely pass without consequence. Infrequently, however, these heavenly bodies seem to align and one may block out sight or the light of another. And this phenomenon is known, obviously, as an eclipse. You know that grand eclipses oversee many moments in history, from dark portents to the birth of a despot or a climactic battle, sun vanishing, things of that nature. Something about Neroneus' shadow brings thoughts of eclipses to your mind, especially in conjunction with the darkness and the light that seems to be repetitively brought up. if your memory serves you correctly, these things have come about because of your studies in Elvish lore. Nothing else really comes to mind, though.
Would this have been something that I would have read in one of my books?
Most likely.
Okay. The name does sound familiar. It's not quite something solid, but what comes to mind is like an eclipse, an overshadowing of light, the battle between light and dark. That's what immediately comes to my mind. I don't know what the connection is there to this particular situation. But obviously this is a pattern.
Odd. I mean, from just talking to the people in this town, I thought that this day was slightly more dangerous than a normal day, but right now, I mean, there was an orb of void darkness in the chapel. There were monsters outside. There were fire creatures above, and now there are creatures below. This seems very well coordinated. Like it is not a bunch of random things, but a coordinated attack. These are all creatures of darkness.
For me, it feels like an uncoordinated attack. It's not. It's a little random, and I think if it was coordinated, if I was leading the group, we would have wiped out this church already. This wouldn't be an extended thing, but it sounds like they're trying.
I think technically we did.
Think about the other creatures that you have hurt in this underground part of the cathedral. How long have they been here? They did not come to the front door. We would have seen them. So how long have they been down here? Does that not strike you as odd?
I point to the other room. The writing on the wall. This is obviously something that was planned. Otherwise, I don't think that would have been in what seems to be the High Priest's room.
Right, so is this a coordinated attack by followers of this Neroneus?
My lord, if this is a coordinated attack, I do believe we can charge extra on the hazard pay for the defense fee that we have proposed, and a coordinated attack defense is much more lucrative than an uncoordinated attack defense. So I really think we should acknowledge this is a coordinated attack.
After reviewing the facts, I believe it is a coordinated attack by a truly intelligent mastermind behind the fact. And we will note this down, and so for the future, they will be billed accordingly. Any case, time is money. Let's go forth.
Yes, should we continue this way, or should we check the room?
I'm gonna go down the other hallway with the candle in one hand. I'm gonna have my crossbow across my arm on the other.
Okay. So you're going down to the other room. You pop in, candle out. You look inside, hear nothing, see nothing dangerous. Proceed in, scan around. Similar thing. Glancing around.
Yeah.
Because I noticed the kind of weird, now we know our doorway walls, is there anything else that I see that's suspicious, either on the floor or the walls or anything?
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation. Dupe. Ooh, 15?
Alright. Uno momento. So, you do... Scanning around, you do see a couple more scrolls, similar in appearance to the spell scroll you found earlier. And let me make sure that they have the same type of thing going. Yes. So, more common glyphs outside of your comprehension, clerical type spells on these. There is 5 total more scrolls. Okay. You find 2 potions that are kind of similar to the one the cleric gave y'all to heal yourselves. except these are slightly different. They're a little different shade. And you see 4 next to them. They're set apart on a desk. Next to them, you see 4 glass flasks of what appears to be normal water, but that's strange. And so probably blessed water or something, you'd have to guess. As far as you see a door here, just like in the other room, but around the walls and everything, doesn't seem to be any traps or doors or anything like that. Like you see a normal door, like in the other room. There's no hidden doors in this room.
Oh, there is a normal door?
Yeah, and there's also one in the room that y'all were just in.
Oh, got it. Okay, I guess I'll take the potions and the water and I'll just put it in my backpack.
Yep.
Safekeeping. You said that the potions that look like the one that the other cleric gave us, they look like the ones, but they're a little different.
Yeah, they're pretty similar.
Can I tell what's different about them?
You can try tasting one, but by appearance, they just look a slightly different shade. They look like the potions of healing that you had, but not exactly.
Sure, fuck it.
You gonna taste one?
I will taste one. Can I just do like a little a little tongue dip of one first to see if anything bad happens to me? I don't want to die.
Of course you can. So you get a similar tingle and that kind of warm feeling through your body as the potion of healing. Double check something. But it seems to have a stronger effect on your well-being.
Cool. I chug the. Is it like the normal potion size bottle or is it like a bigger one?
Normal.
Okay, I chug one.
Okay, you get 2d8 plus 2 health back.
Cool. 2d8. Do you roll that or do I roll that?
You can roll it.
2d8 plus what?
2.
Oh, so 8. Cool. I'm down with that. Down with that nonsense. Alright, that's fine. And then there's one more of
Did
those.
you find
right?
anything in there?
There is one more of those, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in my bag and then put the the flasks of water in my bag too. The special holy water, assumingly.
You got it.
And I'll pick up the spell scrolls and I'll bring those out and say, yeah, I found some more scrolls. And there's also another door in here. There's a matching door in there. I haven't opened it yet.
Should we open these scrolls and see what they are?
And then I'll just tell them what the scrolls I found, just clerical spells.
Okay.
We should probably keep these just in case.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
So, Sophian, which direction are we going?
We're over here. I think there's this door here that we can't open.
Yeah. So Sophian and Lycus has continued on. Yeah, they've continued on through the other room. That second room that you all entered was more of a study type area for the private bedchamber, similarly desecrated, just like the room to the south was. And then the door going the opposite of that room led into a very small, short hallway. Except this hallway has weapons and armor. One suit of scale mail with holy symbol on it for the true balance, the axiomatic general, and then a warhammer standing next to it, and a shield that seems extremely light and very, very finely made.
Are there any symbols on the shield?
Similar to the scale mail, the symbol, the weighing scales of the true balance, the axiomatic general. One of the most prominent deities here, the one that Juriander himself kind of brought with him when he came to Rabolka.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't that's nice. I take it off the wall.
What of the three things are you taking off the wall?
Oh, the shield. The shield particularly, sorry.
Okay.
Because I don't have one in my inventory. Anybody want a shield? I lost mine, boss. I don't know what happened.
I'm not good with that sort of stuff.
You're muted.
Am I really?
No.
Mitch
you,
is. Mitch is muted.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. So,
Yeah, I will put the scale mail in my backpack. Why don't you keep and use that shield in this hammer thing? I'll put that in my backpack too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I'll take the shield down. I'll strap it in, lock it in place. Got my sword, got my shield. Like, all right. You want me to open the door, boss?
Let's 1, 2, 3, kick.
Oh yeah. I wrap my arm around his shoulder.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
All right, give me an athletics check with advantage, and also, Lycus, you have a +1 shield.
Ooh. Okay. No, that's a save. All right, let's see if I did this.
All right,
right.
I rolled a 17.
Okay. Well, 17 will do it then. We have dice flying all over the place. I'll give it to you guys. I'll give it to y'all. 17, the wooden door pops off its hinge and jars loose a little bit. The lock breaks with the clasp along with it, and the door slowly creaks open. In this room, it's plain. It's about 10 feet across square. You see on the floor across from you, there is a wooden trapdoor with a rusted metal handle upon it. It doesn't seem to have been disturbed. And then directly across the room, knowing what to look for now, you notice another small gap in the wall outlining a secret door.
They thought they were slick. You see that door? They thought they were slick. They thought they were gonna. Yeah.
Amateurs. All right. Let's proceed on. Is there anything in here that we could use?
This room is otherwise bare.
Oh, there's bears.
Oh.
Stupid. That really got me. I don't know why.
You're welcome.
All right. I'll lift the secret door. You shoot.
All right, let's do it.
Secret doors in the wall. There's a trap door that's not secret in the floor.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll open the secret door, and I don't care about the hole in the floor.
I was just making sure,
because
because you said lift the secret doors. I was making sure I understood you, Lycus.
Yes, I totally. Yeah. No, yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay.
And I'll jump in.
It's a shoot 'em!
You jump into the darkness, the light of the candle following closely behind you as your vision comes in with the orangish glow of the candle. This room is bare. It is rectangular. It is longer across than the room you just came from, and this room also has a trapdoor. However, this trapdoor more in the center of the room is exceedingly large, almost like a cellar door to an underground cellar, for lack of a better term, about 10 feet wide across.
Well, all right then. Which trap door do we go down?
I would. Can I? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna. Oh, well, I can't travel through walls. Can I just like lift open the little trapdoor in the first room?
Sure.
Just to like look in it with the candlelight.
Sure. It seems to swing freely, although it hasn't been disturbed. It creaks a bit. Give me a perception check.
Perception.
That was almost a 20.
Okay. There's a few stairs that go down. It seems to be a tunnel that runs to the west, so that would be away into underneath the wall. You can't see more than a couple of feet. It's hard-packed mud, kind of clay on the bottom. The sides are very narrow, more of a crawl space than anything.
Well, I mean, at most, I'm glad I have both my feet, so... And you can't tell how mad Joey is about that one. Okay, I'm gonna come back in here now.
Did you find anything?
Just some stairs in my feet. Not much. It looks like the other trapdoor would go out west, like under where the wall is. So that would be like an escape route out. if we can end up finding him, whatever this door goes to.
All right, I'll try to pull open this large cellar door.
My lord, before you do so, should we not send your adopted child down the other one?
My adopted child?
Yes, the young one that you had. She was playing with the children upstairs. I assumed you adopted her.
Oh man, I was playing with it. Which one of these was I playing with?
Not the green one, sir. The other one.
Oh, this little one. Yes.
Pardon me?
Is this not your adopted child now?
No, she's pale.
Oh, I heard you talking about adoption and foster child.
Yeah, I think someone should adopt her, but like, I don't think I'm ready to be a dad yet.
So far behind her hair at this point.
I don't think I'm ready to be a dad yet. I think that's a commitment I'm just not ready for. I hope she finds someone soon, though, to take care of her. You know, it's tough in this world.
Do not fear, young child. We shall find you some parents, I assure you.
I am 16. I am not a child.
That's a child.
And not yet an adult. We understand.
In that midsection.
The in-between.
All right, let's do this.
What did you say about her midsection?
I didn't say anything about it. Open the door! Open the door!
If you want someone to go down that other trapdoor, why don't you go down that trapdoor?
Door!
All right, so Sophion and Lycus are opening the trap door. Am I tracking that?
Yeah, the big cellar door.
Yeah, okay. I need both of you to roll a d20 for me.
Oh, God.
I don't wanna.
No, we got this, y'all.
In this case, you don't want to roll higher.
Oh, we don't have this. How terrible of a roll. Is that a 14 is actually just a 1.
Okay.
14 and 12.
So, you both reach down to clasp the handle. Lycus' hand touches a moment before Sophion's, and you see Lycus seize up as though being shocked by something. You see dark purple energy course up his forearm, and then with a sudden, he gets slammed back against the far wall, an explosion of arcane energy. I need Lycus to take 20 necrotic damage.
That would have perma-killed me, by the way.
I'm sorry. Was that a 2 and a 0?
Yes, 2 and 0. Correct.
No decimal?
No decimal.
It was nice having you on, Lycus.
No, if his character dies here, it dies in the other world too.
What the shit?
I'm like, Lycus! Lycus! Oh my
You will be the
God.
Dragon Lord!
Wait. Okay, I cannot avoid it. Can I just like walk up to them and while Sophion is shaking Lycus, I'll be like, well, I guess he's just like this now. Couldn't not.
I was just pointing out that Soraya is still on the other side of that secret door, just sort of hearing all of this happen.
Since you're there next to them, Brian, as you say that to Sophion, smirk a little bit, your vision passes across the trap door, the large cellar door, and you see for an instant the faint glowing runes before they dissipate and the arcane energy disperses. The runes drawn upon them seem to have been drawn in a similar style and a similar hand as whatever individual cast the ritual in the bedchambers.
Was I able to catch any of the symbols to try to determine what it said? Or like any words that would stick out?
Give me another arcana check. You're all sorts of arcana up tonight.
Boop.
Unfortunately, it was there so quickly. No.
Sophion, touch it again, I saw runes.
Hold on, I'm trying to save my friend.
He's just like this now. You need to leave him alone. You need to touch the handle so I can see the runes and see what we need to do to get rid of him. Hang on.
Give me
don't you have
a
healing
give me a
magic?
medicine check, Sophia.
I'm like,
I'm just
God
gonna
damn it, slapping him in the face.
walk this way, and I'm just gonna like kind of,
Be with me forever.
close the door a little bit. Just, they're having a moment. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so nothing happens.
It's gonna continue.
Do,
I have an idea.
I'll never leave you, Sophian.
do any of you have a healer's kit?
Oh my god.
Because you're just unconscious, right, Lycus?
Oh, yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm just unconscious.
I'll make a death saving throw while your party figures out what to do.
Is there a healer's kit in Lorelai? Does Lorelai have one on her back?
Oh wait, does she?
I'm gonna shake her out.
no.
You should be able to double, Lycus. You should be able to double click on Lorelai's stuff to see. In Foundry,
She's like
I can look too.
dumping at her body.
I mean, we do have. I mean, Sarai doesn't know this, but we do have more healing potions.
She does not have a healer's kit.
I'm just gonna look at Soraya and go.
Wait, do I have a healer's kit?
I don't know. Do you?
Hold on, hold on. I took one of the backpacks, the explorer's one.
I don't think it comes with a healer's kit. I could be wrong.
I think it does, sir. You know
Roll-
how hard it is to take care of my lord?
You roll in Foundry. You roll a 20 on a d20, and you will have a healer's kit in your backpack by chance.
All right, let's do this. I believe in you.
Yeah, no, nice try. That was smart, but no, he typed 20.
I think it's legit. It was rolled. It was.
Unfortunately, a 3 does not cut it. Or rather, you know what? There was one, but from you slamming into the wall, it's now broken and useless.
Oh yeah. That was my death saving throw.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Soraya and go. How important do you think this person is to keep them alive?
I do not know what we will face down here, but with Lorelai unconscious, I don't want to lose any other potential allies.
I squeeze past Sophia and I like push him aside. I go move, and I take the other healing potion, and I just like, I pretty much just do like the cartoonish, pop the cork and like put it in his mouth and like.
All right. 2d8 plus 2, Lycus healing.
I cradle his head in my lap. Oh my god.
Why does my mouth taste like bad cheese?
You had bad cheese. Are you okay?
What happened?
I don't have any more of those.
You were shocked by some magical thing.
Ow!
I think it's best you rest a little bit. I'll try to pull open the cellar door.
Don't touch it! Get a bowl!
It disappeared when I think it's deactivated, hopefully.
I'm just gonna sit there and let him do it. I'm just gonna stare at him.
Soraya's still just like peeking through the doorway.
All right, so Sophion grabs the metal handle and jerks up as hard as he can, and it breaks free. Rising up, you feel a cold difference of air penetrate the room around you, and dust kind of fills up the room around you. Nothing pops out, nothing explodes. There's a dark cellar beneath. You can't see anything just with the little candle light you have.
Good job, Lycus. You saved us all.
I did it for you.
We have a job to do, though. Come on. Get up.
Yeah.
Wait, I am good at seeing in the dark. Let me take a look.
Oh.
Does anyone have a light?
I'll come over and I'll take a look.
Okay, with your dark vision eyes.
Yeah.
Dark vision eyes.
Okay. So you, sorry, kind of crouches down, goes down one or two. There's a ladder more than stairs descending down here. And looking down, you see a long rectangular room, longer out to your left and to your right than it is looking straight forward. The reaches of your vision on either side, you see what appears to be two ancient sarcophagi, coffins of some sort. And across the wall from you, separated, you see two unlit torch sconces in the wall. The floor and the walls here are different, though. There seems to be finely crafted marble tiled floor, and the walls themselves also are made of this marble tiling. They're kind of white with a black concentric squares detailing them within. It doesn't match the style of the cathedral or anything else you've seen here in Rabalka or anywhere in this region or anything, really. Very different.
There is something odd about this room. There are coffins, but it's made of some sort of marble material. It looks very foreign. It does not look like anything else here.
If there's coffins and there's torches, where are the torches?
The torches are not lit, but there are places for torches on the far wall.
Can I reach them from where I am and try to prestidigitation light them? Or will I have to go in a little bit?
If you could see them, you need to see them for prestidigitation, correct?
Yes.
I mean, candlelight's only giving you a foot or two of light. You have to go down there.
Okay. I will have the candlelight and my crossbow on my arm, and I will take a little step down.
Okay.
I won't go all the way. I'll just take it step by step.
Okay, a couple of steps down, the wooden ladder creaks under your weight as you descend down. This room is much colder. The dust kind of filters your nose and makes you blink a bit to get out of your eyes. At the extent of your candlelight, you can't see anything around you. You go down another step or two, and eventually you can see a wall about 5 feet in front of you near the base of this ladder. You've come down about 10 feet. And there's a wall directly in front of you, darkness extending off to the left and to the right. And you can explore the room, or you can stay here at the base of the stairs.
I don't see the torches yet.
Mm-mm. They're a little bit further away from the ladder, so you wouldn't be able to see them yet.
Okay. I am going to call out, Sophion, Lycus, come down with me just in case, but I'm gonna try to light these torches. I just can't see them yet.
Alright, let's do this.
I got you.
I will take up the rear with about 10 feet of distance between me and whoever's in third.
Okay. You got it. So everybody comes down the ladder, and you start to look for these torches Soraya talked about. You find them, they're about 10 to 15 feet away from the ladder on the far end of the wall. And you light them up. Go ahead and put some light in this room real quick.
All of the lights.
And then I will bring y'all down there.
Yay, we all float down here.
New level.
Yay.
Back up the stairs. Nope.
I often forget about adding...
Thank everyone who's watching.
Yes, very much. I often forget about adding light sources because in my other campaign, it's like almost everybody has dark vision.
We like to be blind.
Yeah, am I the only one with dark vision besides
There's
Lorelai?
like one person with dark vision. Everyone else just has Ina has Iron Man light piece in her chest. No.
That's true. That is true. Everybody's normally able to produce their own light. That's my bad. I misspoke. Thank you for correcting me, Lycus. So, you find yourselves in a rectangular room, coffin sarcophagi on either side. On top of these stone sarcophagi, you see there's a statue of an individual riding on a horse. They don't seem to be wearing contemporary armor. The armor they do seem to be wearing seems to be very old and nativist. Simple weapons, things of that nature.
Would with my background and what things that I studied, would I know which area or which company the armor would be from? Like which group?
This would be regional knowledge, regional history. What do you think?
Well, I knew a little bit about the festival and what it was about, and with the perspective of knowledge I knew about the moon shard, I feel like maybe I would have a general idea of how long ago, maybe, but maybe just not like the group or like the specific people.
I'll buy that. I'll buy that. Give me a history check.
Cool. That's a 10? No, 11.
It makes sense to you, given the bit of history you've read about and talked to people here in the village, that these most likely depict the original inhabitants of this land, since the Clavic Kingdom kind of conquered the Vic Mordir people. So probably Vic Mordir, probably showing some type of venerated warriors or other important figures in their society, but anything beyond that would just be assumption.
Okay. I will portray that information to the party.
So, was there some sort of burial site here before this cathedral?
It's possible.
Something older?
How old would this... Well, I mean, obviously, Sophion grew up in this little village. How old would this village be beyond Sophion? Would I know that? Or would I be able to guess based on, like, the structures and...
Probably not. That's more of an archaeological, that's like a specific subset of historical knowledge. I would say Sophion knows that the Clavic Kingdom conquered this territory, depending on who you ask, several generations ago to a couple hundred years ago. So this is most likely older than that, using common logic.
Oh, jeez. This has been here for a while.
Which means this was probably something that was built before possibly the village was built. Assuming that what is in these sarcophagi are from the era in which the statues represent. This was probably here before the village was fully constructed.
Can I open the sarcophagi?
Can I investigate one of them, the one that he's not near, and see if there's any like movement marks or anything either on the lids or around it?
Check for magic traps.
I'm staying as far away from each sarcophagus as I can.
God, check for magic traps. I check for magic traps, and then I run over specifically to the one that he's looking at to make sure. Let me, boss.
All right, go ahead,
my lord. Allow me.
Okay, both of y'all roll an investigation check, Brian and Lycus.
That's a 10 for me.
+1. Oh. We're twins.
2 10s.
That's 20 if you put those.
if you add them together, okay. Well, I'll just combine the 2 DCs then to even it out. Yeah.
Only if it's under 5.
4 eyes are better than no eyes.
That's true, and all 4 eyes inspecting these sarcophagi. Their construction is remarkable. They've held very, very well over however long they've been down here. They seem dusty. They seem undisturbed. You don't detect any type of trap mechanisms or arcane tinglings about them. Give me a strength check.
Now is not the time to poop.
Did I notice any movement? I wasn't checking for any traps or anything.
Oh, okay.
I was checking for, like, if there were any scuff marks, any like movement.
Nope, there was not.
I got a 10.
Wow.
You give it a lot of effort, but since these are so tall, you kind of have to stretch your arms up to begin with. It's hard to get leverage. They don't budge.
You said there was... Oh, sorry, go.
Lycus, can you open this for me? Can't reach it.
You want to climb on my shoulders, and then we'll push together?
Yes, let's do it.
I hook him in, he locks some legs in, and then I lean forward, put my head up against my arms, and then he puts, his, and then I go, 1, 2, 3.
All right, Lycus, give me athletics check. It's basically just like advantage before.
It should be just a random d20 roll. Son of a bitch.
And what were you saying, Soraya?
You said there was dust on these sarcophagi. Looking around the floor, do I see any dust on the floor? And if so, do I see any footprints or recent breaks in the dust that aren't from us?
Give me a perception check. What was your athletics check, Lycus?
It was a total of 18.
Total of 18? Are you adding again?
4 on perception.
You got it.
You see no disturbances in the dust around you, Soraya. However, you recognize your own limitations here. It's hard to tell with the lighting and the fact that you've already been all over this place, so, I mean, it'd be a needle in a haystack. And, unfortunately, you also can't find the leverage to move these lids, Lycus. Even with Sophion on your shoulders.
I grab a crowbar. I got a crowbar. Boss, I'm sorry. I pulled the crowbar out of my explorer bag. I'm so sorry.
Oh, like it.
Original.
While they're doing that, can I look around the edges of the room to see if there's any other secret doors like before?
Sure. Investigation check with advantage. And the crowbar normally gives you advantage on your athletics checks to do things, so I'll let you roll one more time just because you're being fun. What's that?
Disadvantage.
Advantage is alt, and control is disadvantage.
Okay. That is a 20 for me.
And that's a 15 for me.
All right, so Lycus takes out the crowbar, wedges it in the crack, puts all his weight behind it, and it moves an inch or two, and you see the gap. Yes. The dark sliver of an opening that he's able to make at this time. He can continue to do so if he wants to. However, at this time, Brian, you notice a very similar door outline here in the center of the room, directly opposite from where you all came down on the ladder.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Oh, I'm right in front of it. Sorry, Brian.
Don't!
I'm just gonna, kind of, not quite touch you. Can I just a little...
Yeah, I just sort of counter just to keep a bit of distance.
I'm just kind of, awkward, I don't know how to be around a female.
Yeah, we're, 7th graders who, are at a dance together. They're like...
No touching. Yeah, okay, and then I'll push the door a little bit to see, because I'm assuming it pushes just like the other doors.
It does. It pushes inward away from you.
Yeah,
well, outward away from you.
I'll push outwards and then move it a little bit and see if I can hear anything through the crack. On the other side.
Give me a perception check. Lycus, you have cracked the lid on the sarcophagi. Are you doing anything with that?
Yeah, I want to take my torch out. I'm going to light it from the wall scone, and then I'm going to just peer inside, see what I'm looking at here. If I see the glint of any gold or mummy corpses or anything, I'm looking. What do we got?
All right.
Why are you rolling? Why are you rolling? I just said I'm kind of glancing around. What?
Your eyes take 3d10 damage.
Yeah. He's rolling for how many platinum you find.
Oh, I can roll away, my friend. Roll away.
May I continue, Lycus? Is that okay?
I'll allow it.
So, you see the glint of several coins. These coins are oddly shaped. They're not common size. They're not contemporary make. They have strange symbols on them. However, the metal they are made of is very common. You have what... The sheer amount doesn't translate directly because they're different size and make. However, based on your extensive dealings and bartering contracts for your fighting services, you would guesstimate probably about 37 copper and 4 silver worth of these strange coins.
Boss, I've had our lunch money, and I crank the crowbar in there and just kind of really give it a heave because I've got that gap now. Kind of, and then I just kind of reach in there. But there's nothing else in this thing, just coins?
No, there's a skeleton, and they're wearing...
I don't know that.
Well, it was a tomb. You said you were looking for coins. However, the skeletons are as you would expect. They seem to be of the same size and similar dress as the symbols that are riding upon the statuesque horse above.
Okay, before I open the casket more, I put the crowbar in there and just jam the bones to make sure they don't move.
Yeah, I'm gonna join in on that. Double taps. Just
he's on top of it.
It sounds like a xylophone.
So you start jamming these bones, and the bones themselves rattle around. You hear the metal on bone. You hear the bones shaking, and the clunk. I can't make bone noises with my mouth for several long seconds.
Crack your teeth together. That's like bone noises.
I can't. Yeah, no, look like a rabbit. They move around as you're hitting them. They don't seem to react in any way, right?
Okay.
The sound of this bone on bone ruckus is kind of permeating throughout the chamber and echoing a little bit. And Brian, you hear either these bones echoing through the room and into the room beyond in which you're looking, or there's a eerily similar sound coming from the room in front of you.
I'm going to scream at them, "Hey, doofuses, stop it! I'm trying to listen."
And as she says, "Doofuses, stop it," I fall forward and the tomb lid slams. My crowbar really leverages that lid, and it just boom. What?
I wasted the health potion.
No, it's good. Trust me. And he twists the neck of the skeleton bone,
Brian, do you want me to look in there, see if I see anything?
Well, I was trying to listen to make sure it was safe first, but yes, if you would like to take a look with your wonderful vision powers, then yes, you're more than welcome to. I kind of step aside awkwardly.
I am not going to pass into the room. I just want to look into it.
Okay. Now that all is quiet, the air of suspense hanging around you, Soraya creeps forward. You look into the room. Glancing around, you see several new mausoleum-type structures, almost as though it is a singular coffin that has been extended all the way up to the ceiling. And there are chambers within that bodies have been laid to rest. There's several of them, some vertically, some horizontally facing you throughout this large room. It extends off on either side the same width as the room you're in, except extends much, much deeper. And here in the center of the room, you see a prominent, raised, largely magnificent coffin. A figure of a warrior laying upon it in statue form, the glorious shield, glorious sword, beautiful armor, finely carved. And then motion catches your eye. And as your eyes adjust and kind of take in the scene, you see the slowly moving figure of many walking skeletons. These skeletons are kind of shambling about, slowly moving. Hanging from their body is the older, tattered remains of clothing similar to that you've seen being worn by the acolytes of this cathedral.
Do they seem to have reacted to the sound? Are they coming this way, or are they sort of wandering?
They do not seem to be reacting to your presence as of yet.
Okay, I will poke my head back into this room and sort of get to the side of the door and go, lots of skeletons walking around. It's a huge room with lots of bodies. Most of them are horizontal, but some of them are walking, and there's one coffin in the center that looks like it's some sort of leader, warrior person of great import, but there are fully walking around zombies in there.
How many?
Too many to count.
Is that like 10? I don't know how.
Roughly how many
many?
did I see?
Well,
How many of this?
let me show you.
Curse?
7.
How did these skeletons get here?
I
Well, they were
assume
buried
somebody
here,
died. The same way he got here.
All right.
Oh god. He just keeps
Okay.
adding more and more skeleton tokens to this map.
So,
Oh my god, I moved into the light.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
stay out of the light. So, okay, explaining this map a little bit. These are all these skeletons you see ambling around in the acolyte clothing. Mixed in amongst them here and there, taking a little bit longer to look around, you now see 4 different undead individuals. These don't seem to be wearing the same garb, but in this place is long, tattered strips of skin kind of falling off of the bone. Some of their muscles and joints and sinews still attached and whole, although decaying around it. Now, on your map, you see these brown structures. So when I was describing coffins, you ever been to a mausoleum and they lay bodies to rest in those vertical structures? That's
At
what
the
these are.
basement.
They're rising all the way up to the ceiling.
Okay.
So you probably couldn't see some of these skeletons, but you know,
And essentially
they're
all those
moving
brown
around.
things
so-
are like full cover, essentially. They're tiny little walls.
correct.
Gotcha.
We'll say
Alright.
that they're open on either side,
Yeah.
so that you could see through them. Otherwise, I can't explain why I revealed everything to you, but here we are.
Got it. There are a lot, and most of them are skeletons, but there are some that are something else, something with more meat, decaying meat on their bones.
Like a zombie? Are you talking about a zombie?
Perhaps I have never seen a zombie before.
Would me and my reading know possibly what they are?
They are pretty well known for those who study matters such as necromancy and undead. These would seem to be animated skeletons and some form of zombie or zombie adjacent creature. Yes.
All right. Here's the plan. I go in. I veer off to the left, start gathering them to me. You guys veer off to the right. Sounds good.
Why are we
I'm
going
fine.
in?
No. What?
That sounds great.
Soraya looking in at listening to Sophion, skeleton moves past that large coffin in the middle, and then you see lying at the feet of this coffin a very, very still Juriendor.
Oh shit! The priest is in there. Very still, potentially dead, but maybe unconscious. I don't know. We need to save him. He's the one who has the moonshot.
Well,
All right.
He had the moonshot. But just
All right.
wait, Sophian. He is a very powerful priest. If he was defeated in this room, just be careful.
Not even to mention if he was the one that ended up causing all of this.
We
You
have
can't say-
questions for him.
We can't say that he didn't. I don't have any spell slots left.
So, Freon, do you have a shield?
No, I don't use them. I just use the dagger.
Okay. This is a single doorway, right?
It
We
is.
can call them in.
I got it. So yeah, I like cut. My lord, and I like pull out my brand new shield and I like take a knee and like, let me be your shield, my lord.
Fuck yeah. And I yell into the room, bring it, assholes. Let's do this.
I back up towards the sarcophagus.
I am
And I
also
like
gonna,
one hand try to hand my bow to somebody.
I
Someone
have my
grab that.
crossbow ready.
I also
Someone
have
grab
my
that bow. Someone grab me that bow.
All right.
Pull
So
the
you all,
arrow from here.
you all,
Is there space behind the ladder? Could I like crawl up behind the ladder and have my crossbow
Sure.
at the
Get that up angle.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I'm talking about.
sure could.
Lorelai's body's just.
top? Just even though Sophia goes behind the curve, stay here. Whop.
All right.
Can I proclaim my dodge action or defense position, or do I have to roll initiative first?
We'll find out in a second.
Oh.
So, setting up the scene. Lycus stands in front of the door, shield up, ready to defend. All of you gather around, preparing yourselves for combat with over a dozen skeletons and these strange-looking zombie-type creatures. And as Sophion cries out to get their attention, initially, a few skeletons in the front turn towards you, and then more and more their heads turn. They slowly start to amble your way. The zombies, likewise, not really turning their heads, more turning their bodies slowly, turn towards you, shuffling. And then the 4 zombies themselves light up with this silver light dancing around them, and you see their features decomposed and broken and tattered as they are. This is not old skin. This is freshly cut skin that has been torn in strips from their body and their muscles, their eyes gouged out. But they have remarkably similar features to a certain individual you saw teleport away up above. And as these drow, zombies, and skeletons surge across the room towards you, you see a dark hooded figure standing by the main sarcophagus that nods to you and disappears behind it. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Uh-oh.
So we can kick this off when we get back from break. Everybody, hope you're having a good time. It's Wednesday night, hump day, halfway through the week. We're going to stretch, do all that good stuff, because I have a feeling this situation may take a while to resolve, knowing how D&D works. And yeah, we'll do that. So y'all do the same thing, stretch, bio break, munchies, invite your friends. We'll see y'all when we get back. Don't go anywhere. Love y'all. All right. And we are back. So, I'm going to adjust my map for viewing pleasure real quick. Boom. Done. Okay. So, you know the scene. You're all stacked up on this door. This zerg of what appears to be undead acolytes, probably long dead, in skeletal form, are now coming towards the door at you. These seemingly zombified drow, recently made so, are also coming towards you, and a hooded figure just escaped after lighting up these zombies with this bright silvery light. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give them light while we do that. So, I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Oh no.
16 for Soraya.
12?
That is really strong. Wait a second.
I was like, wait a minute, why does my roll have only a +1? I forgot.
Yeah, you're using the lowest.
Yeah.
I can modify it if you want.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna let you know what it is. Oh, it's only a +2, so it would be a 1 more.
Okay.
So I'd have a 19.
Alright, the light thing's not working, so we're not getting fancy lights on them. I didn't even think about that until just now. But we're gonna move on. So you're at a 13. Well, no, you rolled an 18, so that'd be a 19, right?
Yes.
Got it. Alright. So, Lorelai, you have the initiative.
Lycus.
Sorry, I'm gonna keep reading that. I'm about to change your name temporarily.
Go for it! Do this!
I'm gonna change your name temporarily.
Yeah. Alright, so Lycus, skeletons! So, yeah. I get in the doorway, I'm like, let's do this! Let's do this! I toss the torch just like 5 feet in front of me to illuminate them, and I draw my rapier, throw my shield up, and then I take a defensive position.
Alright, you got it. So you're gonna take the dodge action, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, y'all do me a favor, because I'm gonna screw that up. Use the word dodge.
Well, okay. I hate dodge.
Yeah, I know, it's a me thing. That's me, not you.
I don't have Lorelai's AC, I have a 16. Lycus has a 16.
Okay. Yeah, we don't use automated stuff anyway, so that's
Okay,
fine.
sure, if you still work. I don't know.
No. That's fine. Alright, so you see Lycus get ready. Soraya, are you doing anything?
Yes, I would use my bonus action to convert both my sorcery points into another spell slot. And then I will ready my crossbow if any of them get past Lycus.
You got it. All right. So. Okay. The skeletons slowly turn and start walking towards you. I'm just gonna start moving these closer because it doesn't really matter at this point. And then the zombies do the same. So we can skip ahead while I move these tokens. All these things start surging. One of them is going to get an attack on Lycus. That is a natural 20 for 7 piercing damage.
You forgot disadvantage.
That is correct. I'm going to reroll that.
Ooh, thank God for dodge.
Yes, very, very much. Thank you for reminding me. So that is a
3.
15 to hit for 3 piercing damage.
God, thank you for that shield.
You're good?
Yeah, it missed.
Okay. I'll move the rest of the tokens, and then we are up to Brian.
Well, there's one in view of the door. I'm gonna try and shoot that one with my crossbow. Maybe not. 11 to hit.
11 ricochets off the door, right next to Lycus.
Not me!
Okay, then I will do nothing else. I'll just stand here and watch on the ladder. Safe and sound.
Sophion, you're up. You're muted, friend. Friendo.
I'm gonna stab it in the face.
You got it.
Whoa! 17 to hit for 8 points of damage.
That's a hit. Dagger comes across, shatters through the ribcage, and kind of collapses in front of you. Bone dust flying up, and the cloak floating to the ground. As it does, you see this silvery, ethereal spirit manifest in front of you, and then kind of stretch out and draw off into the darkness.
Totally normal.
Yeah, that is normal. All right, let's do this. That's it for me.
All right. Back up to the top for Lycus. You holding the same thing, or you gonna do something else?
Same thing.
All right, so I'm gonna assume you're gonna hold that until you tell me otherwise.
All right, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. No. You know what? I'll do. Yeah. Sorry. I'll keep it. I'll hold it until I tell you otherwise.
All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. There are.
I knew you could change it on me as soon as I gave you mine.
there are a lot of skeletons, and they're all zerging in front in a crowd, and the zombies are lighting up behind them, trying to push and make their way through. You're only ever going to get one skeleton attacking you at a time, and they are very slow. They're very disorganized. They're just going to like lash out at you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll one attack for a skeleton, and then everybody who's going to attack that time can attack and see how many they kill. Speed this up a little bit. There's really nothing else is going to change for this portion of this based on just the environment right in front of you, okay?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Good?
I like it.
Alright, so I'm going to roll an attack with disadvantage. That is a 11 to hit. So shield once again is up. Alright, everybody attack who's going to attack. $15's a hit. Another one falls. 23's a hit. Another one falls. Soraya not doing anything?
I don't have a shot until they are past Lycus.
Alright, we'll keep going then. You guys can just rack up kills, see who gets the most kills.
Sophia.
That is a 7 to hit.
Zombies.
7 to hit from the skeleton, so you two are up again.
This is some Lord of the Rings type ish right now.
Another skeleton
7
falls.
damage for 21 to hit.
Yep. Sophion gets that one.
I get half a kill for being the shield.
Brian gets another one.
I agree.
Soraya's just
round?
watching this bloodbath.
You are. You're just constantly seeing bones fly from in front of Lycus' shield. Bits are flying in the room over his head. Every now and then you'll see a spirit apparate and then drift off through the wall and go somewhere into the ether. It's pretty crazy. Those zombies are creeping up closer and closer, though. That's an 8 to hit from the skeleton. That's not a hit, so... Sophion, Brian.
Damn.
Yeah, 16 to hit for 7 damage.
Sophion gets another one. Are you keeping track of these?
I got 3.
Bragging rights. Alright. 10 to hit.
Eventually we'll get it in.
Eventually one of them might actually grab you. That's another one. Brian got one. And more bones go flying from the dagger. Things starting to get a little dull. And you're starting to get a little bit lighter on your crossbow bolts, Brian.
Yeah.
Like it's still dodging. Skeleton's urging forward. A 7? Jesus, come on. I know it's a disadvantage, but that's like a +4.
Nat 20, can I get 2?
You get 2. A bolt goes through, pierces 2 skulls. They explode in a cloud of dust. Crash to the ground. And Sophion gets another one. There's 4 skeletons left. Lycus, are you still dodging?
Yes.
Okay.
This seems to be working, whatever we're doing.
Zombies are pressing in around him.
Woo, zombies!
Alright, skeleton taking a swipe at Lycus. Come on.
Don't get
Come on.
bit.
Come on. It's a 12. Damn it.
Hey, how much you want our team? Team.
I want to hit something. Brian's super excited from this last double strike. Brian gets thrown off and misses. Sophion takes out another one.
Damn.
And disadvantage attack roll, natural 1. I will say that it accidentally clobbers another one of its friends. There's 2 skeletons, 4 zombies left. You 2, last 2 skeletons in front of Lycus.
Oh no!
Sophion finally misses one, but Brian takes it out instead. Alright, so... Last skeleton lashing out, please hit. 14 to hit, misses.
Wow.
This is brutal.
1 and 2, so...
Oh, Brian missed. Sophion, you got this last skeleton?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Let's
go
do
for it.
this. Ka-chow!
Nice.
Alright, last skeleton crumbles into dust, a spirit, big, long, moaning groan that barely audible as it drifts off, and you see the brightly lit zombies surging in towards you. We're going to go back to top initiative order now. Lycus, you're up.
Do you want me to move or keep doing this?
Let's press into the room. Let's do this.
No. Stand up. Stand up and grab this. Y'all see me reach back and grab this big bag of just what sounds like gems or some sort of metal, and I'm gonna toss it directly in front of me, and 1,000 ball bearings just scatter across the area. And I'm actually, when I do that, I'm gonna move up here 1 hit. And so what it does is a 10-foot area, anything that enters that space has to make a DC 10 dex or it falls prone.
Okay, so you're doing the space directly on the other side of the door and the space directly inside the door, correct?
Yes, so it's the space. Yes, so it's the space.
The rectangle right there.
Everything 5 feet from here. Everything 5 feet from here. When
Oh,
it
okay.
moves into here.
Okay. You want to keep them all on the outside of the wall, I'm assuming?
No, I want them to trip up when they enter right here
Okay.
where I'm standing, and then when they enter here.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Got it. We're good.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
Okay, cool. So, that's Lycus' turn.
Zombie!
Ball bearings scatter across the floor. Lycus backs up, readies himself. Soraya, you see Lycus do this. You can anticipate action now. Are you doing anything? I know you said you're readying the crossbow.
Do I have a shot?
Not yet. Nothing's in the room yet.
I'm still readying my crossbow.
Okay.
I will ready my crossbow. I'll change my trigger until I have a shot on something. Then I will fire.
Tracking. That's what I was figuring.
I don't see his character at all.
Whose?
All the way back.
He's all the way in the top right corner of the room.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't know. I thought that was. Never mind.
Yo, give me 1 second, please.
That is the best Sarai's ever been in battle.
This is also the best Brian's been in battle. I'm in a real good position up on this ladder here.
This is some
y'all.
rampant
Not a minute, you ain't. I figured 4 of us can at least take a zombie at a time down faster. This is my thought process instead of me getting wailed on. So,
Thank God for that shield, though.
well, we'll see, because I figured the zombies are going to be worse.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Magic zombies.
first zombie is going to come down. Dex save here. What's the DC? Are you muted, Lycus?
Oh, I was. My apologies.
I think it's 10, 15.
Yeah, it's 10. 10 dex save.
Okay, so it falls prone. The other zombies start to go, but they trip on it and can't quite make any progress. They seem to be stuck. Brian, you're up.
Cool. I assume I would have maybe like 3 or 4 crossbolts left at this point, so I'm gonna use one of them.
I'll go with whatever you say, and we'll start tracking it after this. Go for it.
Yeah, I feel like I only have like 3 or 4 left.
Now,
'cause I
if you
hit-
shoot the one in the doorway, it's prone, so it's going to be disadvantage.
But she's at an up angle. Is that change?
No.
Does it?
No.
I mean, elevation.
Wait, it's distant.
I don't want to get into elevation mechanics outside of letting you guys avoid attack penalties.
Oh no, I don't care.
Ranged attacks on prone.
Yes.
Are disadvantaged.
Range
Yeah.
prone creature.
Can I hit
You can shoot the one behind it.
Okay, yeah, I want to try to shoot
They're
that
all
one.
lit up right now. Go for it.
Cool. Boom! Please? Oh, that was almost a 20.
Nice.
That's a 18 to hit. 9 piercing.
Yep. Crossbow sinks in it. This massive breath escapes it, and you smell this nauseous smell as some weird black liquid drips down from its lip. And it stumbles a bit before rising back to its full height and still clambering over that one on the ground.
Ew.
Anything else, Brian?
Nope. That's my turn.
You got it. Sophion, you're up.
Let's do this. And I'm going to stab the one on the ground.
Okay, advantage on
That's
that.
advantage, correct?
Correct.
All right. Let's.
Should probably put the prone marker on it. Oh, we're losing Sammy.
Nice. 17 to hit for 6 damage.
Oop, close the door. You got it.
Woo! Yeah, just go. Psh, and I pull that dagger right through his spinal column. It's like, ah, yeah.
You tear the skin open, it comes off in a ribbon like the rest of its skin does, exposing the spinal cord and the juices within as it starts to climb up and reach towards you. Anything else, Sophion?
No, that's it.
Lycus, you're up.
I want to take. Y'all see me reach into my bag, and I grab this vial of black liquid. I look over at my torch in the middle of that room where he's sitting, or where he's prone, and I chuck it at it. I toss a vial of oil into that square.
Okay. Is there something mechanically tied to oil? I can't remember. If not, I'll wing it.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Okay, what you got?
Oil flask. God, I'm so glad I took the adventurers back. And I can throw it up to 20 feet. Shatters on impact. 5 fire damage. If you target a creature that's burning, a burning creature takes 5 fire damage from the burning oil.
Okay.
If you pour it on the floor, it covers a 5-foot square, provided the surface level. It burns for 2 rounds and does 5 fire damage to any creature that enters the area or ends its turn there.
Okay. You throw it on the creature or on the ground?
I'm throwing it on the ground.
Okay.
I want to burn that square.
Got it.
And Mr. Prone.
Yep. The fire reaches up around it and starts climbing up. Skin starting to lick its skin the flame starting to lick its skin as it peels back away. Whoa. Anything else? All right, Soraya.
Well, they're having all the fun. I will use my action just to momentarily cast Blade Ward on myself and just move 10 feet up. But
Okay.
that's it.
You got it. This zombie, is there a dex check to get back up, or no?
No, it's just half your movement.
Okay, so it's only when they enter the square, right?
Yes, when they. Well, it's that square and the square in front. So
Yeah, exactly. When they enter a square of ball bearings. Okay.
when they enter a square of ball bearings.
So he's going to clamber up. We're going to say he crawls forward. If he ends his turn there, right? Or is it if he starts his turn there?
Started his turn or no, it's not start your turn. You're right.
Yeah,
it's end
it's
your
end your turn.
Oh.
Yep. Okay. So he crawls forward, he gets up, makes a dex check, and a dex save. It rolled a 4, so he falls back prone, right in front of you.
Dude's gonna die.
But he is going to lash out at your feet all the same. Lycus, because I decided Lycus for some reason. You're disposable right now, but it's only a 5 to hit, so you miss. And the other one's going to follow him for a dex save on the other ball bearings outside. And that's a 3, so it falls prone, and it is also going to take 5 fire damage. This is the one that has a crossbow bolt in its chest. It falls forward, the bolt kind of sinks in further, and then lights up on flames. Alright, Brian, you're up. There is a zombie prone on the ground in front of you. There's one behind it burning. Lycus is off to your right. Sophion's off to your left. Soraya is further off to your right against the back wall. What are you doing?
This is tough.
This is Brian. This is Brian.
Oh, sorry.
Are you muted?
I'm muted. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if you were just being quiet.
Yeah, I was like, what? You sure it's
No.
not me?
Muted. This is a little beyond my plan. Because they all move forward. I know I can I still see that one lit up, like, right beyond the doorway?
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use my third crossbow bolt. So now I will have 2 left
Sure.
on that far one.
The far away one.
Haha.
I can make puns too. Lean out to where you can get eyesight on that standing zombie a little further away. Crossbow bolt sinks in, tears off a chunk of dead flesh from its neck, and goes careening off into the darkness. Anything else?
Feel like a newsie, just like swinging on the ladder. Crossbow. That will be my turn. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sophion, you're up.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so this one right here, I am going to. Oh no! when I went to click it, I accidentally clicked the village. Where am I? Oh my god! It's loading up. Okay. Yeah, Sophion just disappears. He's noping out of this situation. All right, there you go.
Was that with
14?
advantage?
Oh no, I forgot. Okay, so I'll roll one more time.
I don't want to cheat you a crit.
There it goes.
And there it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So I jump up in the air. I'm like, shuriken, as I just slam this knife right down into his head, and I just pop it off. Like, ah! Is it dead? I hope it's dead.
But to find out. That is a...
Please.
Dagger goes down. Thunk! You rip it out. The skull cap of bone comes off with it, and this slightly pulsing grayish brain falls on the ground next to it. And it twitches violently for a moment, lashing out at you before falling still on the ground.
Flip my dagger in the air and go. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Anything else, Sophion?
Well, that's it.
All right, back up to you, Lycus. Last round you threw the oil, correct? So it was that round and one more round, correct?
But there's now one more whole round.
You got it. So you're up.
I'm gonna stab Mr. Man over here.
Okay, lean out through the door with advantage.
Yep. Go ahead and... Well, I draw my rapier and then I stab.
You got it.
It's a 22 and then a 7. So yeah, 22.
22 is definitely a hit for 7.
Oh. No,
Rapier.
no, I double rolled. So the first
Okay.
22, the second roll was a 7. The damage is 9.
Okay. Lean out. You see it's on fire, and it looks up toward you. Starts clawing towards you. Rapier right through the top of its head, down into its neck, and it just collapses. You rip the rapier out, and it's dead. It's on fire, flaming, but dead.
And I like flick the burning refuse, whatever this thing is.
All right, Soraya.
Do I have line of sight to this one?
You have line of
On the
sight
other
to
side
both
of
of them. You have line of sight to both of them.
Okay. All right. I will fire at the one that is closest to the door.
You got it.
Fire. 14.
14 is a hit.
Hey, 4 piercing. She did something.
Crossbow bolt goes out, slams in the shoulder, knocks it off balance a little bit before it launches back towards you in the direction of the ball bearings. Anything else?
That is it for me.
Alright, zombies are up. They're going to attempt to move through with their horrible dexterity saving throws. And that is a 12. Was it a 10 or 15 or 12? What was it?
10, I think.
It was a 10? Not to fall prone?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to move in and continue. Another dexterity saving throw from the ball bearings. That is a 15. I'm going to move the other one up behind it. Just get that out of the way. Dexterity saving throw. That's a 16. So they're up. But that one's standing in fire. Well, see, I tried revealing these things to you guys, and you were like, it didn't work. I don't know if you see it there or not. I don't know why it does that. It's so funky. So that was standing in the fire. It's going to take damage, so I'll do that now. 5 fire damage, correct? Okay. And let's see. I'm going to roll a d4 to see who the zombie's attacking. Attacking Sophion. It lunges out towards you, Sophion, coming around the corner, narrowly missing, falling on the ball bearings. 21 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
For 7 bludgeoning damage to you.
Ow.
And if we're going to be hitting through on catty corner on the door, this one's going to lash out at Lycus. Because Lycus did the same thing last round.
But I have a weapon. It's got a fist. It's like...
It does. Its fist rolled an 18 to hit. And that's 7.
It did.
7 bludgeoning damage to you. I already handled the fire damage, so we're going to say that falls off. There's no more enemies here anyway, unless one of you ends up in that square. And we're back up to... Nope, we're back to Brian.
I guess I'll just crossbow the far one.
Okay, so it's going to be a disadvantage roll either way, because you have a hostile enemy within 5 feet of you, and you're making a ranged attack roll.
Oh, okay.
The one that is...
Wow.
The one that is further from you looks more damaged, if that matters to you.
Yeah, that's the one I'm hitting.
Okay. Well, it was a natural one. So, the bolt disappears into the darkness as this zombie goes from Sophion, lunges towards you, throws you off. Bolt goes flying off. Anything else?
So I got disadvantage because there was one next to me, even though it wasn't the one I was hitting.
Yes, anytime there's a hostile creature within melee range of you, within 5 feet of you, and you're making an attack roll, you have disadvantage if it's a ranged attack roll of any type, spell or weapon. Unless you have a feat that gets rid of that, which you can get.
I only have 2 feet. And they're currently doing their work on the ladder.
Doing a good job on the ladder.
Yeah, no, I will. Yeah, that's my turn. I just missed.
Alright, Sophion, you're up.
Alright, let's do this. I can't really see that well. I don't know what's the matter with my thing, but I will stab the person in front of me, this one right here.
Go for it.
Alright. Okay. Yeah, there you go. And this one still is not down. Okay, cool. 18 to attack with 6 damage as I do a quick swipe.
18 is definitely a hit, 6 damage. Dagger carves into its chest, revealing the ribcage. Skin kind of falls off a giant chunk of it. It's still coming at you, though.
Let's do it. That's it for me, then.
Lycus, you're up.
My lord, watch out! And I'll lash out at it. Is a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
3 and first my sneak attack. 6 damage total.
Nice. As he's focused on Sophion, you come behind Rapier through the back. You see the tip of the rapier come through right in front of you, Sophion, as it gets pulled back and like it kicks the zombie forward. It stumbles into you for a second before you push it back, and it turns and lunges towards Lycus behind him. Anything else, Lycus?
No. No, that'll be it.
All right. Soraya, you're up.
Crossbow the one in the center of everyone else.
Go for it.
20, not natural, for 3 points of piercing.
Crossbow bolt streaks next to Lycus's head, embedding itself in the crown of the zombie. It lunges, teeters for a second. Let's see if it stays up, though.
What do you mean? Let's see if it stays up. What?
It teeters for a second.
Like trolls.
Its eyes roll back, and then they kind of snap back in, and lunges back towards you.
I already killed you once, don't make me kill you again. That's my turn.
You got it. They are up. This one is going to move away and go after Soraya.
Oh yeah, you know what that means.
Attack of opportunity!
It didn't. Sophion can get one.
Yeah,
Sophion can get one.
14?
14's a hit.
Yeah, get it right in his tendon. Yeah, 6 damage.
13 minus 6 is 6. It stays up.
What?
Dagger down its back as it lunges towards Soraya. It keeps going forward and lashes out at Soraya with a 20 to hit Soraya.
Yeah.
For 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Still up.
And the other one is going to walk into the room. Dex save because of the ball bearings. That rolled a 0, so that falls prone on its face in front of you.
And take 5 damage because it rolled a 0, right?
No, unfortunately. That was good try, though. Good try. It is going to lash out. Can't reach Brian because Brian's up on the ladder. So Lycus or Sophion, it is going to be Lycus. Going to lash out at your legs from the prone position. Is that disadvantage in prone when you're melee attacking? I can't remember.
I was actually just about to look that up.
That's not a hit.
So I think
you're at disadvantage.
I think you're right. That's not a hit anyway, so it doesn't matter for this particular second.
Yes.
So now we are on. It is disadvantage on prone. Okay, for melee attacks.
Yeah.
Prone. When they're making a melee attack.
Attack. No, it's all attack rolls.
Oh, okay. All attack rolls. Got it. Thank you, Brian. You're up.
Can I switch out my rapier and try to hit the one that's next to Soraya?
Sure can.
Cool. And this one's not covered in oil, is it?
Neither of them are covered in oil.
Okay.
That fire has since petered down to just smoldering embers on the oil patch on the ground.
Does it have any like cloth or flame or cloth or anything dangling that's not just flesh on it?
It does. It has what seems to be leather armor, the tatterings of a cape, and some dark breeches and boots. And they seem to have been torn and cut as though this thing was brutally murdered, and the clothes were ripped apart with the skin. It's kind of falling apart in the same places as the skin is. And notably, otherwise, it looks pretty new.
Can I attempt to drop the candle and try to light the leather on fire?
Sure, give me a melee attack roll.
Unarmed strike?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. Click. Damn it.
You go to do that, and you kind of teeter on the edge of the ladder and almost fall on top of it before catching yourself, and the candle goes tumbling to the ground. Sorry.
My candle. No, I should have done. I should have just like pressed it in imitation the leather on fire. Should have just started a small fire on his leather.
And could have tried.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's my turn.
All right, Sophion, you're up. Sorry.
Yeah, this prone guy right here. Let's stabby stab in the buttocks.
Go for it. Advantage on the attack roll.
19 for 8 damage.
All right.
Let's just go.
Sylveon comes in a fury, stab, ripping apart his torso. It's still lashing out towards you. It's not dead yet. This one wasn't better shape than the other one. The other one just seems to be taking everything and not
works
falling.
Out more.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's it. Yeah.
Lycus, you're up.
I'm gonna stab the one that's right in front of me, prone.
Go for it.
But I gotta. Oh, it's such a hard choice. Yeah, I'm gonna stab the one prone in front of me just because it'll be the most. No, I gotta save the orphan. I can't.
The orphan. Protect the orphan.
Yeah, and that's just I couldn't bring it to not. So yeah, get off of my orphan. Our orphan. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Ow. Get off.
We're both.
I barely know you.
We're both dads.
And it's a 16-year-old girl, so I want to make that as our orphan.
Save the orphan, save the world.
That's a nat 20.
Nice.
I'm gonna screenshot that one for you.
Oh, I believe you. 100% believe you.
Okay, so am I double rolling? How are you doing your crits?
We're doing regular double rolling. In this instance, it doesn't matter. It had a hit point left because of its ability to stay up. A critical hit automatically kills it.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I just like jammed right through the head, and it ching, like it pierces right through the stone. It's like, get her.
You got it. And just so you know, mechanically, if there are any future critical hits, it's just regular double damage, book rules, except we also roll in an injuries table.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, anything else, Lycus?
I'm going to move right here.
Okay. Soraya.
I will move back a bit, and then I will make this a bit interesting, because I would have disadvantage on this because he's prone.
Mm-hmm.
But I will use my Tides of Chaos to neutralize that to just a standard roll.
Okay, sure.
Worthless. 8.
You conjure up the arcane energy within that you normally suppress as it flows through your arms, helping to steady you. It becomes a little bit too powerful to control, and at the last second, your crossbow bolt twitches out of the direction, ricochets off the ladder, and scatters behind Sophion on the ground.
Character moment, sure.
Of course, it's always a character moment. Do my best.
Yeah.
All right, so that means...
That's my turn.
Thank you. The last remaining zombie is here. It is going to rise up, and it is going to... I couldn't help it, I love Hamilton. It is going to attack Lycus.
Everyone
Roll a 1.
does. It's perfect.
That is a 15 to hit Lycus. Does that hit you?
Nope.
Okay, +1 shield.
Barely miss.
Lunges towards you, its mouth open, these relatively strangely shaped teeth coming at your face. You pick up the shield at the last moment and slam it. It knocks back with a loud metallic on bone sound, and it stays in its position. Last one standing, Brian, is right in front of you. What are you going to do?
Rapier Attack. Can I scoot around the ladder and just go, yeah.
Of course you can.
Cool. Do me proud, Rapier. Why does that look like a 4?
I don't know. What'd you roll?
It was a 14, so it's 18. 18 to hit, 8 damage.
Okay, and its save was a 1. So, Brian gets her on a ladder, and between the slats on it, slashes out with the rapier, sinks into the torso. He picks it up, it kind of careens up through the head, splitting its face in two, and it lunges towards you before hitting the wooden rails and slides down dead. As far as you can
yeah.
tell, at this moment, there are no immediate threats.
Can I go pick
Yeah,
up all
sorry.
of my bolts out of the dead zombie corpses so I can have?
Yes, I will pull.
You can.
And then I will head into the room and
Yeah.
check on Juriandor.
I immediately just launch into a wow, and I like run over to Sophion, and I'm like, bow!
Wow. Fucking A.
Yeah! Mind ball bearings.
Oh yeah, that's
You gotta move slow.
All right. So
God.
Brian enters the room to start picking up bolts from the skeleton remains and the zombies. Sophion and Lycus chest bump, celebrate for a second, and you see Soraya slowly walk into this large tomb, glancing from side to side at these mausoleum-type structures and this massive sarcophagus in the middle. Sophion, what are you doing right now? Lycus moved his token inside the room, so I'm assuming he went in the room.
Yeah. I think I can still move it despite the weirdness. Yeah, so I'm like right here. If that's okay.
Sure. Sophion, you walk... Sorry, not Sophion. Soraya, you walk towards Juriandor, and you see him lying perfectly still. As you take a couple steps closer, his chest kind of slowly rises and falls, and you see a wicked-looking contusion on his head going from the front of his scalp around to the back, and blood is pooling up a little bit around his head. Looks like being in really bad shape.
I will stay maybe 10 feet back, and I will say, "Can you hear me, stranger?"
You hear what sounds like stone grinding against stone. Kind of echoey. And it slowly gets increasingly louder, and then it rapidly gets increasingly louder until you see this long insect-like segmented leg on top of the sarcophagus, and then another one, each leg about 10 feet high.
Are you seeing this?
A third, and then this massive stone-encased arthropodic spider body climbs up on top of the sarcophagus with green eyes, long fangs dripping with a yellow liquid.
I don't have enough.
Oh hell no, y'all! I ain't got time for this shit.
And we're gonna re-roll for initiative.
What?
I don't have enough arrows for this.
Well, you just recollected like all of them, huh?
Yes, I don't have enough
Let me
arrows.
reset initiative.
I see what you...
Re-roll it.
Yeah, I'm going to refresh Foundries. See
That's
if I can
fine.
fix it.
Yeah, just hit F5.
So, while that happened, did it seem like there was anything that Juriandor did, or was it just this thing that reacted?
You didn't see any movement from Juriandor except for the rise and fall of his chest.
It was obviously Soriana's fault. Whatever this thing is, it's her fault. Orphans.
Okay, first of all, my name is Saraya.
Soriana.
I went ahead and rolled initiative for you, Mitch.
Cool, thanks.
You got a 13 just because you're in the middle of doing something. All right, so all of you see this thing after the first couple of legs rise up, and it clambers on top and lets out this vicious hiss. Brian, you have the initiative. I'll say you can see around. Remember, these wooden-looking coffins go all the way up to the ceiling. Okay, so you can all kind of see around what's going on right now, but you don't really have line of sight. And I don't want to put a whole bunch of line of sight blockers on this thing. So just kind of, we'll do our best to gauge line of sight. You got it?
Okay.
All right, Brian, what are you doing?
I am going to move here if possible. And actually, I'll move right here. That'll be 20
Sure.
foot movement. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna hold. Can I hold my action for if it starts getting closer to the rest of the party? Can I like hold a crossbolt attack?
Sure, you can ready an action, and then if it starts to move towards any of your party members, that'll trigger it. That's fine. And then you can either choose to attack or not at that point. Just remember, you can't move.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I will stay there temporarily and hold that action.
You got it. Like this thing seems focused on Soraya. You see Brian disappear off around one of these mausoleum vertical structures. You have initiative. What are you gonna do?
Okay, I want to confirm this. So
Okay.
the wooden casket-looking things. Those are literally they're stone, or are they wood?
They're wood, and they have like slots in them, and they are floor to ceiling.
Floor to ceiling. So
Like
if this thing is that big, does it seem like I can assume that that's a safer place to be hiding in this area? Like it shouldn't be able to get me? Like if I'm back over here? By the looks of it. Like, do I think it could squeeze through this section is what I'm getting at. Like, hey, this thing's massive, and these are floor to ceiling high.
I don't know how much experience your character has with giant spiders, so let's roll a nature check and see.
No, I'm just thinking basic.
Looking right now, just based on the size of its body, it'd be tight. It's a maybe. So I was going to give you a roll. It's okay. Yeah. I mean, the body itself is like 4 to 5 feet with the legs. So
nature, yeah, I have a -1. That's an 8.
It's not impossible.
Okay. And you said it's Soraya.
Yes.
It seems to be focused on Soraya right now. Yeah.
Fuck it. I pull my bow and I shoot this bitch.
Okay, you got it. Also, before I forget, Brian, give me a stealth check. See if you got over there stealthily or not, because that might matter.
21?
Oh, shoot.
Thank you.
Sorry, I just accidentally shut my character screen. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. We're back. That's a 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Okay. That's going to be 7 for damage.
You got it.
And then I'm going to attempt to hide as a bonus action.
Okay.
Behind this column.
Okay, so you run over and attempt to do it stealthily, getting around the column and all that other good stuff. Give me a stealth check.
Because I want to do the whole pop-out surprise.
Yeah, sure.
I have no advantage. That's a 17.
Okay, thank you. All right. So Lycus rears back, arrow flies through, slams into the body. You see this green liquid ooze onto the sarcophagus lid, as recoils and lashes out, making that horrible scream, and starts lunging in the direction it came from, which is directly towards Soraya now, as Lycus peeled off from the shadows around the side. Sophion, you're up. And you're muted, by the way.
Oh god. All right. Fucking A. I don't wanna. He'll get over to that position and give it a nice slash with his dagger.
Go for it.
Okay.
Trying to get one of them legs. 21 to hit.
21's a hit.
7 damage as I slash that leg.
Dagger comes across, the black chitinous shell splits open, and you see these weird-looking muscular tendrils going down through the leg. The leg pops up and lashes out in your direction, and now it seems to be figuring out whether to attack you or Soraya. Anything else?
That's it. Let's do this.
Soraya, you're up.
Okay, I will back up slightly and clasp my hands together and pull them apart and blow cold arcane energy on it and cast frostbite.
Okay.
Ice. Every
Which
frostbite
is a Constitution saving throw that it needs to
must come with an ice pot.
All right. It rolled a 5.
That's a failure, so it takes 3 cold damage and it has disadvantage on its next weapon attack.
Okay, thank you. Remind me of that. Is that a spell or a cantrip?
It's a cantrip.
Can't remember. Just making sure.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah.
All right, so you back out away from it,
And then I will use the rest of my movement to just move slightly around the corner.
Yep, you back out, disappear from vision. The frost kind of encases its face and its eyes at first, and then it kind of blinks and shakes the front section of its body violently. And some of it clears, but some of it doesn't. Its vision seems obscured. It seems to hear you next to it, Sophion, so it's going to lash out at you. The legs come around you with disadvantage, thank you.
Yep.
And these massive fangs lunge towards your body. That is a 8 to hit.
8?
Correct.
No, thank God. Bounces right off my armor.
But the frostbite fades after that.
Thank you. You got it. So the fangs scrape across your armor, and they leave these wicked-looking dents in your chest, the metallic portion of your chest, narrowly missing, penetrating through your skin. And you see this viscous liquid on its fangs leaves residue down your chest plate, sticking in place, and it almost smells like it's smoking a bit. Brian, you're up.
Fuck.
Well, that's not a good sign.
Did she ever get her shot? Or excuse me, did Brian ever get the shot off?
It didn't move. I mean, I could say if it went to attack Sophion, that's reasonable. You could have gotten one off. It's up to you.
No,
How you want to interpret that?
It would have been if it were moving closer.
Okay.
Can I try to... How many eyes does it have?
There's 4 big ones, and then there's a multitude in like half circles around on either side. It's kind of hard to tell from this distance how many exactly. There's 4 big ones, 2 top center, and then 2 kind of down to the sides. They blink.
Can I try to crossbow aim for one of the big eyes?
Sure. I will apply a custom injury if you get a crit.
Cool.
Go for it.
Please give me a crit. That would be lovely.
You would have advantage because you're unseen.
Roll again.
It was so close.
And that's a crit.
That's twice now. He's like, I'll just roll.
That's insane.
I want those dice.
All right. So you make a noise. You call out to it a bit to get it to turn. As you do so, the eye swings around. You release a crossbow bolt. It slams into one of the center eyes. It recoils, and greenish blood, spurts out and covers its face and starts lashing around wildly, seemingly unable to see. But then it stops for a second, and it seems to be listening or feeling to sense its surroundings. It's going to have disadvantage on attack rolls because it's blinded. All right.
It's gaining daredevil powers. We don't have much time.
Anything else, Brian?
Can I try and stealthily just move one over? Assuming that, well, I don't think it would have known exactly where I was. No, I'm going to try to stealthily move just one block over.
Okay.
Do I
You got
have to check for that, or is it just one block over?
No, because the reason I gave it to you last time, because you were using your action. In hindsight, I kind of ruled that wrong anyway, but no, you can't do it unless you have an ability that says so, like the rogue. Normally, hiding is an action. Okay?
Oh, okay. So
We can talk more.
I don't have to make a stealth check to just
No.
move one over? Okay.
No, you don't. You are officially seen now. You made an attack, so it knows where you are. But we can talk more about that offline.
Oh,
Okay.
If it knows where I am, I'm trying to move out of the way so it doesn't know where I am, but I'm trying to move without making noise.
I understand. Mechanically, you are no longer an unseen attacker, so you don't get an advantage unless you take an action to try and hide again. That's what I'm trying to convey here. Brian doesn't know if the spider knows where it is or not, unless it reacts to you directly.
Got it. Okay, then. Yeah, I'll just move here then and just chill.
You got it. So it is blinded. Any attack rolls it's going to have is a disadvantage, unless it has a special sense, and attack rolls against it are going to have advantage. Lycus, you're up.
Oh, even better. I pop out from this side. Ha ha! But I already got advantage, so I didn't really get anything special from that. And I'm going to shoot it again.
Go for it.
Alright, so that's going to be short bow, a 23. Oh, I rolled a 18.
That's a hit.
Damages, a total of 6.
Nice.
That's going to be with the sneak attack as well.
Thank you. So, pop out, bolt right in the abdomen, rips out the other side. The arrow gets stuck in the stone roof, dripping the green blood down on the back of its carapace. So it swings around in your direction, hunting for you.
Nope.
Anything else?
I like duck and cover behind this thing as I go to hide.
You got it.
And I'll give you a stealth roll.
Okay, bonus action hide. Got it.
7. Does a 7 hide me from the big bad
I mean,
fighter?
it seems to be locked onto you pretty good right now. Sophion, you're up.
Let's do this. Going to stab it.
All right, roll with advantage.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's very much still blinded.
21 to hit for 8 damage.
You got it. All right. So it wheels towards Lycus. You take a dagger, slash out at another leg, and come back around, hit a third leg. It recoils away from you, and it lunges in your direction. As it's about to bear down on you, those fangs dripping, coming right back at your chest again. It pauses midair, almost magically. It just stops, frozen in time, and then it rapidly turns around, skitters away, going down behind the sarcophagus, and you hear that same stone-on-stone grinding sound as you hear it tunneling beneath your feet. And then you hear a... and dust flies up from behind the sarcophagus. From your perspective now, Lycus, you can see there is an opening in the ground behind the sarcophagus. It seems to have been carved out, rough-hewn.
Man, I scared it away.
The spider disappeared down that hole before you hear that stone-on-stone cataclysmic sound, and a gust of dust rises up into the chamber.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Initiative locked?
No. You are no longer. Initiative is no longer inactive.
I whip around. Where did it go?
It's gone, and it looks like I scared it off.
I want to hop into this sarcophagus right here and kind of like peer down the hole. Or if it is, I don't know if it's open. It looks like it's open.
Yeah, so those are two ritually wrapped bodies laid on stone plinths, kind of in open repose.
Okay, I'm not standing on the dead body. I'm standing on the stone plank.
You got it.
Got my bow out. What's going on?
I'm back to Joriandor.
Okay. So, you give me a medicine check, Soraya. You're checking out Joriandor. Lycus, you give me a perception check looking in the hole. What are you two doing?
Can I also-
I'm curious about this body, so I'm just going to cut open the mummified remains to see who they were.
Animal.
It seems to be a well-preserved human at first glance. Anything more than that would require probably a medicine check as well.
All right, let's do this.
What are you doing, Brian?
I was gonna help check on Joriander.
Okay, so you can roll with advantage, Soraya. Or you roll a second time, I should say.
Yeah. Oh, even better, at 20 total.
Okay. So Joriandor, you and Brian talk. Based on the amount of blood, you don't see any clear fluid or any other signs of significant bodily trauma. He's bruised. He has a massive bleeding cut on his head. He just seems unconscious, as best you can tell. And Sophion, again, this individual is wearing clothing. It's not armor, but it's clothing that is kind of similar in make and probably age to the individuals that were in the sarcophagi in the previous room. Now, looking around, you do see on those wooden, what appear to be much newer, vertical mausoleum-type tombs, there are a couple of bodies laid to rest there in the same garb as the skeletons with the acolytes of this cathedral were wearing. So you very much get the vibe that there's two different types of people buried here. Some from a much, much older time, and then some from a much newer time. And that is reflected in the construction of their tomb, and what they were buried in, and how they were buried.
Nothing valuable, though?
No, unfortunately not.
I'm going to try to shake Joriandor awake. High priest! Priest! Does it work at all?
He is unresponsive. Let me switch over to Lycus. Lycus, looking in that tomb, as the thick dust starts to dissipate, you wave your hand around a little bit and look in there. You get your torch and wave it around a little bit. You don't see much. It seems to be a relatively freshly made hole because the dirt is so loose and kind of damp. It doesn't seem old and caked and dry. And there are massive stones that seem to be sealing it off. So that final crashing sound was probably someone or something sealing the tunnel, or the tunnel itself collapsing in on itself.
I want to go real quick, and I'm just gonna run around and light these different scones while they're all doing everything.
Okay.
I am going to sort of pass Joriandor down and see if he has the moonshot on him.
Okay, an investigation check.
Can I use some of Joriandor's robe pieces and tear a couple pieces off and use the water from the flasks from the other room and clean up his wound, and then also try to wrap his head with some of the cloth just as a makeshift bandage?
Sure can.
It's a 15 investigation.
Okay. That was a pretty creative way to use stuff, so give me a medicine check, Brian. And Soraya, you notice there's some gold coins in here. They don't seem to be a typical denomination. They seem to be more ritualistic or ceremonial. They do have value if you would choose to take them. And there's a pouch with herbs and stuff, and there's other small things like that. However, no, you do not find the moon shard on Joriandor.
I will just take the coins and go, I want to leave these with him for when he wakes up. Is that a problem?
If he wakes up?
When he wakes up.
Sure, I heard if.
I put them back in his pocket.
Yeah, I think, is he breathing?
He's breathing, but he does not have the moonshot.
Huh. Okay.
Sorry, from my recollection, when I saw the spider emerge, did it emerge from... Did it look like it was coming from on top of this giant...
it was like it came up
from inside it.
It was like it came up from behind it.
Okay.
So it probably came out of that hole that Lycus was investigating.
Is anyone else curious why this coffin is so much larger than the others?
Probably somebody important. Also, I got a
crowbar.
I got a tool for my medical check, so I assume I was able to clean it with the water, but me tying it around his head, it keeps slipping off. I can't quite get it to stay.
The bleeding, because of your attempts, the bleeding seems to have stopped. He's definitely not getting any worse. He just also doesn't really get any better at this moment.
So, that was helpful.
Let's open up this big sarcophagus.
I will back up, but I am with you.
What is on the sarcophagus? What statue?
It is a very detailed fine carving of seems to be a warrior. Except not... Although this sarcophagus seems to be made of the same types of things and in the same fashion as the sarcophagi in the other room, the very old ones, the individual depicted on it is very different. They aren't wearing leather armor. They aren't using simple weapons. There's a finely crafted shield with some ancient symbol that is remarkably unfamiliar to any of you. There's a long sword on the chest and a full suit of what appears to be some type of ancient breastplate.
All right, let's open it up.
I'll help.
Can you let me borrow that crowbar? It's
absolutely.
Just
goes a long way. I don't go that towards the hole. Hand him that. Yeah.
All right, somebody give me an athletics check with advantage.
All right.
Okay.
17.
So Sophion gets a crowbar, and you were helping too, Lycus, or was it just Sophion?
No,
No, I'll help. I'm just saying, I wasn't gonna go into that hole area.
Okay.
Brian was dead.
And Brian, you're hanging out by Jurinder trying to keep them together?
Well, I wouldn't have. Well, once I saw that I wasn't really helping, I would probably help try to open the sarcophagi.
And so I backed up like, kind of
Yeah,
that thing?
I'm
Okay.
just gonna back up and just sort of run a perimeter and see if there's anything else around the room that we haven't, that looks like it's not just a body.
Okay.
Like anything that looks out of place.
All right. So you got Sophion and Lycus on one side, Brian on the other. Brian grabs onto the statue top and tries to pull as Sophion and Lycus jam the crossbow in and try to find the same leverage they had before to open it up to discover what's going on with this crazy tomb. You have to chip away a little bit to get the crowbar into the seal. And you finally find purchase, and both of you heaving together. Brian is pulling as hard as possible. You hear the sound of stone scraping, and the lid moves a little bit. Not enough to reveal an opening yet, but it slides a little bit. This is heavier, much heavier. And so you put all your weight into it again, and as you hear the stone scraping again, you start to see the edge of the hole opening up. From the other side, Jurinder says, "No, what are you doing?"
Now he's up.
Nothing. We ain't done shit.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session. So yeah, spider, undead, zombies, tombs, guest player. I don't know what we're gonna do with.
I jumped in the hole before we.
We should have opened the sarcophagus towards the hole so that the lid of the sarcophagus covers the hole.
Josh, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Subbing in for Lexi. It was a great time getting to see one of Sophion's retainers in action.
The best.
It was good.
Owned it.
On very short notice, so it's much appreciated. I had a lot of fun tonight.
Of course.
I don't know what we're gonna do with Lycus next week.
No, I just jump in the hole.
Oh, and Lycus just disappears.
So, like, he opens it. What are you doing? I'm like, what?
Whoever's in the sarcophagus just sees like his soul.
Like, I'll just like come out of a hole somewhere randomly. Like, I found you.
We're still good. We're still good, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh
Just
man.
snap in one of the sarcophagi. It's fine.
I do have a point of order question because I didn't track it. Where would Lorelai have been at the end of the session?
Probably would have been in the last room on the side.
And I mean, if Sophion ever took her off his back.
Man, I'm asking just so I know the setup. That's all, and so we can tell Lexi the setup.
Her living, standing.
I would have.
I'm good with her just being on my back the whole time.
Oh.
He's pretty swole, so.
Okay.
Pretty swole.
Just so we know what to tell.
You know, if something attacks, just use her as like a shield for my back.
Just so we know
like,
for this area of effect that's about to go out that she's also in the blast radius.
Exactly.
I mean, D&D is
cover.
D&D. I need to know things. So, good job, y'all.
I
I was a little concerned, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all are not out of the burning barn yet. However, there is good things afoot. Better than when you started tonight's session. That is all because y'all were really smart and tactical with the bearings and the fire, and then playing your roles and making good decisions, especially with the spider flanking and all that. Y'all did great. That was awesome. So, good job.
So
Cheers to you.
It was great.
Cheers to you.
Something good could come out of trying to open it because now Juriander's awake.
Yeah.
That's right. Jurinder is awake for now.
Yeah. See?
I go, see, I left you your gold coins, your weird ritual gold coins. I didn't steal them. You're welcome.
Jurinder wakes up. The sarcophagus lid falls on him.
No, he's awake.
No.
We tried our best.
All right, everybody, viewers, thank you for hanging out tonight. I hope you enjoyed it, as I hope you enjoyed every week. Plugs for everything. I don't know if Mitch got back with the fundraising, the purpose of the fundraising stream or not. Honestly, did you find out what that was for or no?
Okay, so that was my my bad. It's not a fundraiser.
Okay.
It is a holiday and seasonal TTRPG event. The fundraiser another fundraiser I'm a part of will be in January. But this is just for fun and shits and giggles. But yeah, twitch.tv/Stella Luna. Go check it out. 2 p.m. on Sunday for the Troubleshooters. I'll be giving away a free book, PDF of the Troubleshooters, which will be coming out later in 2021. So if you want a piece of that nice 10/10 action, then definitely go grab it or go watch us. It'll be silly as hell.
Silly is good. So thank you for that. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoyed it. We have this on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Central, and we have Odyssey of the Dragon Lords, which Josh is also in. He guested tonight here. His permanent campaign is on Friday nights, 8 p.m. Central. We are about to roll into a 2-week break, so this was a really good key-off session. Friday night's going to be a really good key-off session. We're taking 2 weeks off for the holidays for ourselves and all of you to not have to worry about missing anything while you're doing all the great holiday stuff that we are currently allowed to do. And
I'll be playing next week. So.
Well, there you go.
We can do a mini where you try to find me.
I'm coming.
Yeah, this was like the episode of the show that is designed to launch the spin-off series of Sophia Boys.
The pilot. No,
yeah.
the crew.
Yeah, I still need to find my number 2. So we need to find our number 2.
Coming soon, Monday nights, only on FableForge RPG, the Lycus Show. We're gonna have Lycus. We have 3 different Lycuses.
Perfect.
Nice sitcom about
Lycus father. That's what we'll do there.
There you go.
Want to Lycus too.
We are going to try, I'm going to try, depending on everybody's schedules, to keep the channel active and to interact with you guys, especially during the holidays. Have some community game nights and talks and stuff like that, just because I'm going to miss y'all otherwise, and I'll miss my players otherwise, so I hope they come and play with me. And yeah, so be tuned into Twitter and or our Discord for that. If you're not in Discord, love to see you there. And I have nothing else besides all the links below. Love to the players and all their social media channels, and love to you for spending your very, very precious time with us. So if we don't see you again until after the holidays, thank you. Be careful. Have a great time. Take care of yourself and each other. And we love you all very much. I'm going to go over to the stream ending screen, and then we're going to raid. I remembered this time. So,
Bye.
love you.
Bye.
Final test bump.